Welcome back, grade 6, to our last section in our Nelson Math Chapter 3. This is section 9, Constructing Graphic Organizers. It's sometimes very helpful to show your organization using some sort of a chart. Today we're going to discuss two different kinds of charts. The first one is called a Venn diagram. It's a drawing with circles inside of a rectangle. This type of diagram is helpful when sorting items in a set. For example, in the Venn diagram below, one circle represents dog and the other circle represents cat. Students who have both a dog and a cat are listed where the circles overlap. Since Victor does not have a dog or a cat, his name is listed outside the circles, but inside the rectangles. So let's take a look at the characteristics of this Venn diagram. We have a title telling us what this Venn diagram is about. This one is giving us a list of students who have pets. Our two choices of pet are dog and cat. The two circles overlap. So where they overlap, that means these students are in both circles. Tina and Troy are in this circle, which is titled dog, and Tina and Troy are in this circle, which is entitled cat. They're in both circles. That means they have both a cat and a dog. Lise and Franco are in this circle with dog, but they are outside of the circle that says cat. That means that they have only a dog, but no cat. This circle has Jim and Stacy in just this section, but Jim and Stacy are not in the dog circle, so they only have a cat. Victor is outside of these two circles. That means he does not have a dog or a cat. It's important that when you're making these circles for your Venn diagram, you don't put the same characteristic just in the opposite. For example, we cannot put dog in this circle and no dog in this circle. We cannot do that because then there would be no overlap. Someone cannot have a dog and not have a dog. They either have a dog or they don't have a dog. Or they have both a cat and a dog. If we put here dog, and instead of saying cat, we put no dog, then there would be nothing in the middle. So that is not how to use a Venn diagram. These two characteristics, these two traits, must be separate traits. We're now going to learn about a Carroll diagram. That's a chart that shows a relationship using rows and columns. For example, a Carroll diagram for the data shown in the Venn diagram above or here would be, we're going to have all the boys in this column, all the girls in this column, all the dogs, all the students who own dogs in this row, and all the students who own cats in this row. So from here, we can see Franco and Troy are boys who own dogs. Lise and Tina are girls who own dogs. Jim and Troy are boys who own cats. And Stacy and Tina are girls who own cats. The data is the same. The difference is how we're choosing to show it. You can use both of these appropriately. Sometimes one is the better choice than the other. You are free to make both and decide which one makes the better choice. Let's look at an example. Monique wants to know if many countries have both yellow and red on their flags. So we're going to take all of these countries and we're going to put them into this Venn diagram based on the colors of their flag. So here we have red and yellow. The countries that go right in the middle would be the countries that have both red and yellow. They must have both in their flag colors. That's if they're in the middle. To be in this section, kind of this moon shape, they can only have red but not yellow. To be in this section, this moon shape, they can only have yellow but not red. And all the ones that don't have yellow or red are going to be on the outside. So let's see if we can start to fill this Venn diagram up. Right here we see that the Philippines, Belgium, and Colombia, all three of them have some yellow and some red. Colombia, for example, has yellow, red, and blue, so they meet the criteria of having yellow and red. Belgium right here has black, yellow, and red, so that means they also have some yellow and red. And Philippines has yellow, red, white, and blue. That means they also have the yellow and red. Our next group has red but no yellow. They're in this part of the circle. They're inside the red, but they're outside the yellow. So let's go through. India has orange, white, red, and blue. So you can see they have red but no yellow. And it's similar for Italy and Canada. Let's take a look now to see which countries have yellow but not red. There's only one country that meets that criteria. That's Sweden. Sweden has blue and yellow. So yes, they have yellow, which is why they're in this circle, but they don't have any red, which is why they're not in this circle. And lastly, here's Nigeria. Nigeria does not have red or yellow. Nigeria only has green and white. And because they only have green and white, they're not in the red circle, they're not in the yellow circle. Of course, they wouldn't be in the middle because that's only for countries that have both. And that's how we use our Venn diagrams and Carroll diagrams. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.